welcome back to section 2 of the podcast. Obviously, it's me, Randy P. I'm back again. Big up troops. And yes, obviously, it did cut from section 1. We're now on section 2. And obviously, if you didn't know the topics, let me get into them quick before we restart again. Well, we continue on from where we cut off. So, obviously, this section now will be the section we'll talk about the TV show section, where we obviously will be discussing in this one. We will be talking about Inbetweeners being 10 years old and the Disney execs saying there's a possibility to revive Marvel's Axe Netflix shows. So, just to let you know, that's what that's all about. And then it cuts off again, and then you'll see me again in section 3. So, from me live to me pre-recorded, take it away, Randy. Have a nice one, people.
We'll move on now to TV shows and your cinemas, obviously. We're obviously going to now talk about the Inbetweeners.
You bus wanker!
Yeah. Ooh, friend! We're going to talk about Inbetweeners, the 10 years. It's been out for 10 years. Obviously, we're going to come to you, sorry, Sid. I know Continuous knows nothing much about Inbetweeners, which he does need to watch because that's absolutely brilliant. He'll literally be belly laughing. But we'll come to you, see, sorry, Sid.
Yeah. Thanks, bumda.
Feisty one you are.
Okay. Oh, man. Like,
so, what are your memories, obviously, about Inbetweeners?
Where do I begin? I remember when, was it Simon, he threw up on, what was her name? Oh, I forgot her name.
Connie? It's something like that.
Yeah, but her little brother.
Oh, yes.
It's like, yeah, I think I'm alright.
Oh, gross.
That noise, oh, man. Then when we went to Fort Park, that was fucking hilarious.
That was brilliant as well. Yeah, because when Simon, he lost his car door.
Yeah.
That was a funny episode. I do remember that one. Another one I liked was, is it Neil? No, it's not Neil. It was Simon again, who was trying to make out with this girl, but he couldn't get it up. That was the one that made me laugh.
That was so funny.
Literally on the floor laughing at that one, because that one was another funny one. And I remember the boat one as well.
Oh,
when he
actually hurt his knuckles doing that.
Yeah, when Simon, Neil punched the fish. And Simon obviously took all his clothes off because he fell into the river and had to take his clothes off and get him dry and huddle around him and stuff. And then I remember seeing him waving to
Carly! Yeah. He had a sock on his team, man.
Yeah, he had a sock on his piece, literally just there. So he's literally there naked, standing there hi, Carly, and everybody just laughing. It was
wow, there was so much.
So many memories of Inbetweeners. That's one of the shows is my go-to, and when you're feeling shit, Inbetweeners just makes you laugh.
Trust me, you can watch it whenever, man. Whenever it's on TV, I always have time for it.
Yeah.
They made a movie, didn't they?
They did.
How did it do?
The first one was
mediocre.
The second one I think was a bit better for me, but I don't know. But I don't know. What do you think, Zoe?
I like the first one because when I first watched it, I was getting ready to go Iron Apple.
Oh,
so I was like, there was
you ready to go?
Oh my god, is this what it's like a road? And you know what? It was like that. It was like that, man.
Similar. There's a movie called Festival. Is that part of that's
the same guy.
The Festival.
Yeah, obviously the same guy who stars in it. It's made by the same people as well.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not sure about Festival. I wasn't too sure about that one.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, I heard good things about it.
I wasn't too sure about it because it didn't really, when you put one of them in there, you want all of them in there.
Yeah.
That's kind of
the Four Musketeers.
Yeah, you want all of them in there, and I couldn't watch it because it wasn't all of them. If it was all of them, I just felt like I was cheating on them. Literally.
Wow.
It's like, it's no in between. What are you like?
Monogamy.
See, I'm meant to be single. I'm meant to be, exclusive to that one show, and then, this one comes along and it doesn't have all of you involved, I don't want any of it.
That's a good point you say there, because to me it was like a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it'll be remembered in 10, 20 years' time,
I really
but it'll be remembered for the four of them, not for the individual products. They were a strong unit.
I do as well. I think as four, they were brilliant, and the fact that they, made some waves, obviously around the UK and obviously a few places as well. They really, really turned things out and made me laugh. As I said,
they were relatable.
It comes to the case of Kurt. What was you watching back then? Because
me,
I don't know how you've not seen.
Wait. When did it come out? By the way,
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
I'm not a fan of. People are gonna hate me for that. I don't really get the UK culture, the UK humor.
Banter.
No, I don't get it as much. Like, some things work, some things don't work for me.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it goes.
I get your point.
Sometimes if you watch US shows, some things work for you, sometimes don't. Yeah. They don't work for me.
I
get it.
Some things they do and don't. So it's just the way it goes.
I get it.
At that time, 10 years ago, what's that? 2008. I'm watching Heroes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shut up! And Dexter
Heroes
put you in the dirt. Dexter and Squad. It was sliced up into pieces.
Dub.
Like really delicate,
Dub?
meat pieces.
I need to sort this out, Dub.
There you go. Dexter would look after you in the nicest way possible.
Dexter.
Yeah.
In my head that I needed to take that person out. And in the back of my mind, I immediately knew it.
That's a good Dexter Morgan.
I couldn't fight the feeling. I wanted it so bad.
Oh my gosh.
That's literally how I talked.
Heroes. Whatever else is going on, like Smallville. Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow wasn't out. No,
wasn't out yet. But anything going on with Marvel,
Supernatural
DC,
was kind of
Supernatural was been going on for 15 years now. So I was occupied.
Yeah, I get it. Nikita.
Oh,
yeah,
Nikita's brilliant.
Yeah, see, so you can't blame me.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't at all.
I never really watched comedy stuff on TV, apart from Boondocks.
And
Hommies of
you need to check your home, Mr. Dubois.
I don't watch a lot of comedy TV shows.
Yeah, but I'd say for you, you should go back and just give one episode a chance. Just also because you got on Channel 4. I think they still showed them on Channel 4.
Yeah,
online on 4D. Yeah. So you could go there and just tune in and just see one, because they're about 20 minutes long. It's not long an episode.
Not long.
So you could just go and tune in, see if you like it. But it's actually quite like a coming of age sort of funny.
Yeah, I find them so relatable.
I do as well. Like when I was obviously in school, I did as well. So
Now you see, I did watch Skins.
Oh well, yeah,
and I enjoyed that. I did watch Misfits, and I enjoyed that. I did watch Utopia.
Yeah, Misfits.
Utopia.
Yeah.
Did you watch all season 2?
I didn't watch all season 2.
Oh man, yeah. So there's certain things I did watch. Skins, I enjoyed that. Funny. So if it's anything like that, then we're good. Misfits, I enjoyed that because it was like Smallville.
Yeah.
Misfits was a thing.
Misfits was a piece of art. And then the original cast left and things, and it kind of fell apart. But yeah, if it's similar to those kind of things, then I'm down.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm open.
Any more to add to that, Sasoru?
No, I think we hit it on the head there.
Cool. We'll move on now to talk obviously about... We'll talk obviously about Marvel's obviously Netflix shows. Possibly being renewed maybe by Disney executive has come out and said
down for this. It's a push-ups in.
Yeah, Disney executive has come out and said possibly maybe the chance that Marvel's all of the shows that were cancelled on Netflix may get the chance to actually appear on Disney. We don't know, maybe Disney Plus, maybe it may even be Hulu. Who knows? But,
hey Zulu. Hey Zulu. Hey Zulu. Hey Zulu.
Hey.
That's all I got.
Hey. Yeah. Boom. But yeah, obviously we're going to come to Kurt because obviously he's the one that's immediately showed the passion for it. What is obviously your thoughts obviously on Disney potentially being taken on board by Marvel, and being brought into their system and actually potentially being shown on one of their channels.
So let me get this straight. They're talking about continuing the series or just copying what's already on Netflix?
I think potentially continuing.
That's retarded. Well, the reason I say this is because, sorry, they're going to make people already own Netflix and then go and then have Netflix to watch season 1 to 3 or whatever, and then go and buy another streaming channel to continue that. How does that make any sense?
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Good point. Good point.
Continue your point. I'll be...
Oh, yeah? Right, yeah, so that doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel like if they're going to do that, then, you know, it's just a financial splurge. They just want you to spend money. It doesn't make any sense to me. But if... I know from reading that Netflix said that all the original content, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, will stay on Netflix for many, many years to come. So you can watch those and be fine with that. And they said that what they're gonna do, they're gonna put them into other shows or other movies and things. So they're gonna continue with those names moving forward. But I didn't hear anything about them continuing the story, continuing the seasons. That doesn't make sense. If they do that, it's a money grab. If you're down for that, then great. You know, you got your money to spend however you want to. But I don't know. I think it doesn't make sense if they're going to do that. However, playing devil's advocate, if they do it, I'll enjoy it because I love the shit out of Daredevil. Punisher season 3 is coming out. Sorry, season 2 is coming out for Netflix. And Jessica Jones season 3 is coming out for Netflix, and I hear after that they're going to be done. They're going to recall everybody back home to Marvel, and that's that. I'm not really sure if they're going to do all of these things or not, but whatever it is, they need to continue with it because they're great shows. I originally thought, because I did a podcast on it myself, I originally thought it was ratings. Luke Cage season 1 wasn't that great, although I liked it. He's a black man and he's reclaiming Harlem. You know, he's doing the hip hop music was great. Yep. You enjoyed it, right?
Yep, I did.
Did you see it, Sasori? You didn't see it, okay. But yeah, it was good vibes. But the ratings didn't do well. Season 2, incrementally did a lot better.
Yeah.
And so did Iron Fist. So I was quite surprised when they got cancelled. Yep. But obviously the deal is going through and so on. So there's that going on. Plus, as well, Netflix is going to have to spend hundreds of millions to put that show on, to keep that show onto Netflix.
Yep.
And the ratings are a little bit flaky. You're going to do that, it's hit and miss.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss. So better they go back home, and on Disney they can do whatever they want with it. The actors, apparently, what I hear from good sources, is that they're still going to be working. So they're still going to be putting them in other shows. Okay. Whether they do Heroes for Hire, which is another adaptation where all the heroes will be together, or
Defenders,
not.
Maybe.
Or Defenders.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. There's going to be a meeting in a couple months' time, and everything will change and be revealed then. I think on a Comic-Con or some kind of a board is going to happen in San Diego or something, and things will be revealed. So it's up in the air. It's up in the air, but I don't agree with them putting, you have half of it on Netflix and then you buy another streaming service to get the rest of it. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, like with me, I generally think if they're going to do it, they should buy the whole thing out and then they should bring it, to their streaming services on Disney. That's what I think they should do, because they're talking about potentially, if they want to keep showing it like on Netflix for how long,
which they will.
Exactly. Yeah. So like it's going to take 2 or 3 years for them to like completely take it off, because I think they have like a deal.
Yes.
Where they're going to continue keeping it on there for that amount of time.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is why I think they should just buy them out, take it off there, put it on Disney. Or and start it up again. Reboot the whole thing.
I heard about reboot.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about reboot.
That's what I heard as well.
Yeah.
Reboot the whole thing, start it up again, and let it run. That's what I think they should.
So okay, if they reboot it, do you think they should change the actors again, or do you reckon it's the same? What do you think about that part?
Bring us.
Is it going to be a Spider-Man situation where we have like 3 actors for Spider-Man, or what?
I wouldn't want to see that personally. Because obviously I think if you're doing something like that, it shouldn't be messed around with too much, because it can get a bit complicated. People understand the storyline, and it can technically just mess everything up. Especially if you have bad actors as well that can't act shit. and they're coming on there and they're like, and you're like, what are you doing? You look like a twat, you look like a fool, so.
Yeah, because Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil, he was great.
Yeah.
And then you had Vincent, and I can never pronounce the name of the Kingpin. Like, they all were perfect for their parts.
Yeah,
they were all good. You had John Burton Fowl, who was Shane in Walking Dead.
Yep.
Everyone was pieced quite well. So if they completely change it and then they recast and stuff, I'm going to be sad.
Yeah, I would be, because, I think for certain people, the certain people you mentioned as well, they're really solid. And they have to get incredible actors to really replace those people.
Yeah, but I hear they're going to keep that. They're going to keep that.
Yeah, well, that's good, because I don't think they should replace anyone.
No, they shouldn't.
They all should just keep the places and no one should really change. Even Mark Coulter's on replaced Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I don't think he should change either. They should keep him the same.
He petitioned for that part years ago. I used to look on a thing called Zerg.net. You ever heard of them?
Yes.
Zerg.net. And it's a really good site. It had a lot of rumors and things, but some of it is true, because I remember watching that probably in 2008 or maybe a little bit later. And I remember him petitioning for that part. I never knew who he was until I used to watch The Good Wife, and he was a character called Bishop.
I do remember he was a
Bishop. He was a black bishop, and he was like some I guess a legitimate gangster. So he kind of gone good, and he had some issues. And Felicia, the main star, was his lawyer and whatnot. And that's how I knew him from then. And I heard his name, and I was like, okay. And he did the thing for Halo, didn't he?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, and that's when I heard about him from then. And from at least about 6-7 years ago, he would petition to be Luke Cage. So they should keep them.
Yeah, I do think so too. I think they should. They should keep them.
Did you hear about Blade?
No, I didn't.
Did you hear about Blade?
No.
Okay, so on a previous, that means now you listen to my podcast, you guys suck. But on a previous podcast,
I do. Jenny, I put it out there. I do.
It was a while ago.
It's what's on the box, so check that out.
Nice save. I like that. So basically, shut up. On he had an interview. Wesley Snipes, not me, of course. And he was basically saying that he's got 2 projects coming up. The problem with these 2 projects is, I don't know which one you're going to love more. That's what he said. One project, they both are Blade, right? One of them is to input them into the MCU universe.
Nice.
The other one is to make a show out of it. Everyone was like, well, hold on a minute. Like, Wesley, you're a little old now. You can't be flipping around and stuff. You're going to break your shit. He was like, no, CGI.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah. CGI's going to take that bitch. I'm going to do that motherfucking flip back motherfucking forward all fucking time. I want to fucking do it.
Wow. Straight up passionate 187 in your ass. So I was like, okay, cool. And no, fine, CGI and everything. I've got this. So he basically was saying that the execs, the Kevin Feige, one of the execs, he basically one of the execs for Marvel. So he was saying that the talks were going good, and that something is moving. So, and after Black Panther was a success, the first kind of big black action hero, they want Blade back. So
that's beautiful news.
That is great. That's great. So he's going to come back in some way, and then now Disney's come back. So I don't know where he's going to fit, but he's going to fit somewhere.
That's good. That's really cool.
Maybe him a crossover with the Punisher. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
That'd be epic.
Who knows? That would be.
That'd be epic. But I'll send you guys the article if you want.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in looking at that. And obviously, I'm going to stick with crossovers because for people, there was obviously recently Arrow.
Oh, you know about that?
With Flash.
Oh, you got top, man.
Crossover with Flash. Batgirl featured there. Batwoman featured in it. And Ruby Rose.
Man,
and you also had, Supergirl, Superman featuring in it too.
Yeah.
It was obviously. What do you think of Arrow first? I'm going to come to you, Kat.
Arrow.
Yeah. What do you think of the whole?
The whole Arrowverse.
Yeah, the whole.
I think it's been a little bit weak in the past couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was nice having him. Well, not nice, but it was different having him in prison and then seeing him do the whole Shawshank Redemption shit.
Yeah.
Which was different to see and unique. I think this was probably the best crossover episode. Period.
I did like it as well.
What did you think of it?
I really liked it. Like, yeah, sorry, it's just sorry. Well, I really liked it.
It was the best one.
I really found it really good, and it was better than the previous one.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to the next one they're going to do.
Someone's going to die.
Exactly.
Someone's going to put him in dirt permanently.
I don't want to be Queen, otherwise he's frailed as shitty, you know. Because if he has, then there's no Oliver Queen, but he doesn't. Does he die in the story in Infinity Crisis? Basically, Sasori in Infinity Crisis is a massive war going on. Wait, this is Superboy Prime, isn't it? This is when he comes in. Yes.
I know Superboy Prime.
Yeah, his big S around.
That's not his piece, by the way.
Slaying people, man. But you know why that actually happened? Do you actually know the story why Superboy Prime started slaying people and killed Kal-El, the Superboy? Do you know why it came?
I think I remember the backstory to it being like, was he like before Superman? And he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, that was another story then.
No.
That's where you got it.
Do you know what?
Take too long.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Okay, basically what happened is, there was an actual war between the creator of Superman and the guys who made Superboy. And because of the copyright situation, they had a court battle. The guys who did Superboy lost. So Superboy Prime came and killed his ass.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
That's the reason what happened. So he got murdered because of an out of comic situation.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he got folded into like a canoe. Yeah. Superboy came, swung his big strong around, killed tons of people in that. So if they're gonna have him in there or some alteration of him, there's gonna be a death. There's going to be several deaths. He was breaking people in two, and it was a massacre.
For the thing, when I first saw the guy, who appeared of the Flash, I saw the guy appeared. I thought that was Dr. Fate,
Which one?
The guy, with the book.
Right, because he was in Smallville.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate, you remember?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you think of the callback to Smallville?
That was brilliant.
Oh yeah, I used to.
Okay,
they played
they had a little callback to the intro song and everything to Smallville. And
really?
Yeah, there was a Kent Farm. It was nice. It was nice. It was
they played the beat.
Law got me into Smallville.
Did it?
Basically, I had Nip Tuck. He had Smallville. I was like, it was like one of them really shoddy deals. Yeah. So I was like, take these.
I'll tell you Nip Tuck.
Take these. And we exchange box sets, and that's the reason I like Smallville.
Cool. That's cool. It's a cool story.
Yeah, but
say that for next time when Law's on there. Law, get your ass on there.
Yeah. I'll drag
get that suit as well. So yeah,
that's right.
All right. Well, now we'll see. We'll move forward on to now discuss obviously a question which obviously we'll talk to both guys about. Obviously we'll come to Satori first. Can achieving nothing make a person happy?
Ooh, that's hard.
I want to get your thoughts on that. So, what do you think? Can achieving nothing make a person happy? Let's say if you achieved nothing, would you be satisfied with that? Can you go on living like, oh, you know what? I did nothing, but I did what I had to do.
I feel like if I tried and I didn't achieve anything, I'll be happy. But if I didn't try at all and achieve nothing, then it'll be much worse because I'll be wondering, what if?
Yeah, what if? Yeah.
Yeah. That's my personal opinion.
I 100% agree with that. Kurt, we'll come to you as well.
Run the question by me again, sorry. I'm a little bit drunk.
Can achieving nothing make a person happy? So, like, say, obviously, if, you don't achieve nothing in this life or whatever, it doesn't happen, would you still be satisfied with it? Like, or if you didn't try at all, would you still be happy or satisfied that you guess you lived your life, you tried something, or you didn't, or you just, okay, somehow had fun. Like, you just had fun just folding girls and that was it.
Well, it tastes nice, but...
I
think me personally...
Well, no, it's just like a case of like...
Generalised.
Generalised, yeah.
I think it depends on the person. Some people are happy to just not do nothing and kind of coast through life.
Yeah.
And good for them. I think me personally, I've got too much pride to not want to have a legacy of some kind, and that's why I try to leave a lasting impression on as many people as I can while I'm here. You know, just so they can remember me, because I feel like when it's all said and done, legacy is everything. That's me done.
I agree. Yeah, sorry.
What? Sorry.
That drink just hit me a bit.
You did that like a champ, man.
Yeah. Flossing folded.
You're not gonna make it to the end of your own podcast.
That's the weird thing. I was actually talking to my friend last week about this. Like, we could have a drinking podcast.
What, us or you and your boy?
Yeah, me and my boy. We're going to do it. Yeah. And at the end of it, I'm going to be absolutely like folded. I don't even know how to press the button. Like, is this done? Are we finished? Like,
pressing the skip button.
Podcast ain't.
It's like everybody's hearing everything, even when I'm sleeping. They're like,
jerking off the Billy Piper.
Yeah, you gotta do that, man.
I forgot. Give us some of that penny
brilliant. But yeah.
Why you having your laugh for? Laugh, bitch.
Exactly. I'll keep the new pod room for so for sure.
Yeah, man. Mash it up.
I don't want to do the Jay-Z laugh. That's why, man. Laugh like a
That's Eddie, no?
I love you, Eddie.
What up, Eddie?
Friend Eddie. So, you know, well, obviously I'll get my point, obviously, on can achieving nothing make a person happy?
How do you feel about that? You're a
Craig, you tell.
I think at first, like, me in my younger days, like, I probably was a bit, I didn't know where I was going to go. Like, a lot of things, you never really know what you're going to do, what life holds, like, how things are going to be, what turns are going to, you know. And I was a deep thinker back then, you know, like, thoughts, you know, you'll think, how would it all play out? Would it all go right? You know, would something happen tomorrow? Like, what would happen? Like, you get these constant thoughts. That's what I used to get when I was younger.
That's great hair, man.
Yeah, definitely. But obviously, now I'm carefree now. I'm just like, as day comes.
You know why? Because you're not married. That's why. That's why.
I was so
man. Look at that.
Like single life.
Single life, man.
Single. But
better ring on it, bitch.
But you know, it's the case of where when life throws a lot of things at you, you tend to think and you tend to not be sure of like which path is the right one to take. And for me, obviously, in the earlier days, I was never, as I said, sure of what was in store. I never wasn't sure. I never. But I was like always thinking of like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? And obviously, I was into a lot of things. I was like, I knew I was creative, but I didn't know where I was going to go to.
Right.
Like, you know, with a lot of things, you think, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good at that. But how can I transcend it and make people understand it? You know what I mean? Because my brain's my brain, and you know these people wouldn't get my brain if they didn't understand it. So hence why I kind of thought, you know what? Let's get my brain out there and let's start a podcast. And that's kind of how it all kind of came to surface. Because
nice.
I obviously was doing a show before, and obviously people don't know. Well, they do know now. You know, I was doing a video show, and I did it about 8-9 years ago. I started it. And that was me just trying to be confident, put myself out there, just, you know, having a little, you know. But I wasn't obviously very serious about it. And, you know, I did 1 and 2 and then I kind of rested and I wasn't sure about it. And then I came back to it and I wasn't sure about it again.
Yeah, I remember.
So, I was like, I was like that with that. And 2 years ago, you're talking about 2 years. 2 years ago is when I kind of like ended the show. And it was obviously called the Claire Point Show. And that's what I did. So this is obviously the podcast I'm doing. So the show was the adaptation where I was still young. I was still trying to learn and figure things out. But I wasn't sure of what I was going to do. I wasn't really sure of like how I was transcending from a kid to an adult. And I thought, being an adult now, I still need to be myself, but I still need to be myself in terms of what I'm growing and evolving and trying to learn new things. But exactly. So I thought podcast is the best way forward because you know it's time to bury the show and put the podcast out there. So in terms of where you can't see your face, but you can hear the words.
Right.
The words have meaning.
Right.
So, you don't have to match a face to the words, but you know exactly what the person's thoughts are, what the person's feelings are, and you know how it is when the person speaks. So that's kind of how it works for me.
Very nice, very nice.
In cases like that, that's kind of like, obviously, come back to the question. I've rambled on a bit, so I'm a little bit, I've taken a few shots. So I'm caught deep in my feelings of like Drake right now. But, but do you love me?
That video. Oh, yeah.
But can achieving nothing obviously make a person happy? I think if you don't try, you won't know. And if you do try, then kudos to you. If you don't and you're happy with it, fantastic. If you do, then you're happy with what you've done, fantastic. If you do and you're not happy with how you've gone, then work on it. If you haven't done it and you just haven't tried, then get up your ass and try and do it. That's kind of what I'd say.
Exactly. Don't let anyone judge you or define your life, man.
Yeah.
And if all else fails, punch her right in the pussy!
Just power it up.
I've seen a video like that before. Someone actually,
fisting?
Seen the fist go full in, and I'm like, how does that do that?
What do you watch?
No, you come across these things.
I haven't.
Somehow you come across.
Most of your listeners are probably the same as us.
Yeah,
you're on your own.
Freak.
Army of one over here. Scavenger Pro,
I know
all the dark webs.
I've gone through a lot of dark, nasty stuff.
Sleight of hand pro.
Shouldn't be named anymore,
That's quite.
Exactly. When you want results, you steal it. That's how it is.
Wow.
Fist over 3,000, yeah.
Rotisserie chicken ting, right? Spin.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, great. So, as I said, that's kind of the input of that.
Yep, that was section 2. And thank you guys. I will see you on section 3. You had it all in, or you're on section 3.